Catherine, the cunning stepsister, made a twisted bet with her brother Sebastian on herself. If Sebastian could take a girl's virginity, he would be allowed to do whatever he wanted with Catherine. A challenge like this was irresistible to Sebastian. Sebastian, the charming playboy, was known for his good looks and clever mind. He had been with many women, but his scheming stepsister had always been just out of reach. The two of them were masters of manipulation. Catherine was loved at school and trusted by many parents, one of whom was Cecile's mother. Cecile's mother wanted her daughter to be as popular as Catherine and asked her to look after Cecile when she joined Catherine's college. Sebastian arrived home to find the women talking, but Cecile's mother quickly left. She didn't trust Sebastian because of his playboy reputation. As soon as they were alone, Catherine revealed her plan. Last summer, her ex-boyfriend had fallen in love with Cecile, which broke her heart. Now she wanted revenge. She asked Sebastian to seduce Cecile and ruin her reputation. Sebastian refused at first, saying it was too easy. His real target was Annette, the new headmaster's daughter, who had recently moved in with Sebastian's aunt. Annette had even been featured in a magazine, saying she would save her virginity for marriage, making her the ultimate challenge for Sebastian. Catherine told him not to waste his time, claiming Annette was out of his league. But Sebastian proposed a bet. If he failed, Catherine would get his prized vintage car. If he succeeded, he would get Catherine. She agreed. Sebastian wasted no time and went to his aunt's house to charm Annette. But Annette wasn't impressed. She knew all about Sebastian's reputation and was disgusted by his arrogance. She told him to stop trying so hard. For once, Sebastian's charm had failed. He needed a new strategy. Meanwhile, Catherine discovered that Cecile was growing close to her cello teacher, Ronald. Sensing an opportunity, Catherine encouraged Cecile to pursue Ronald and even promised to help them meet. Cecile confided in Catherine and even showed her love letters from Ronald. This was exactly what Catherine wanted. While Catherine plotted her revenge, Sebastian set his sights back on Annette. He tried to seduce her at the pool, but she rejected him again. Eventually, Sebastian used Annette's best friend Greg to his advantage. He blackmailed Greg, threatening to expose his secret that he is a gay unless he praised Sebastian in front of Annette. The plan worked. Annette started seeing Sebastian in a better light. At the same time, Catherine dropped hints to Cecile's mother about Cecile and Ronald's relationship. When Cecile returned from her trip, her mother found Ronald's letter and furiously ended their relationship. Cecile was devastated. Catherine and Sebastian were waiting outside when Cecile ran away crying. Catherine manipulated Ronald into continuing to write letters, while Sebastian began to feel uneasy about ruining Cecile's innocence. But Catherine pressured him until he finally seduced Cecile, beginning her transformation into a more promiscuous girl, exactly as Catherine had planned. But Sebastian's story was changing. He realized he was developing genuine feelings for Annette. When they finally kissed, she pulled away, admitting she cared about him but didn't trust love. That night, Sebastian went to her room, pretending he was saying goodbye. As he turned to leave, Annette stopped him and locked the door. She sat on the bed and unbuttoned her dress. Sebastian looked into her eyes, then ran away. The next morning, Annette was gone. Sebastian waited for her at the train station, and when she finally arrived, they were together, and Sebastian won the bet. But this time, he didn't celebrate. He had fallen in love with her. When Catherine found out, she was furious. She tried to tempt Sebastian back by seducing Ronald, but Sebastian had lost all interest in her games. He told Catherine he planned to confess everything to Annette. Catherine warned him that they could never change who they really were, but Sebastian didn't care. He went to Annette and told her the truth. Heartbroken, Annette pushed him away. Sebastian, full of regret, decided to give her his personal journal, which detailed all the women he had manipulated and exposed Catherine's schemes. He left it, along with a letter of apology, at Annette's house and waited all night outside for her forgiveness. Meanwhile, Catherine, worried Sebastian would ruin her reputation, called Ronald and told him that Sebastian had slept with Cecile. Ronald, furious, confronted Sebastian. They fought in the street just as Annette arrived. During the struggle, Annette was pushed into the road, but Sebastian jumped to save her and was fatally struck by a car. His last words to Annette were, "I love you." At the start of the new semester, Catherine stood on stage as though nothing had happened. But one by one, the students stood and walked out. Outside, Catherine saw that everyone was holding copies of Sebastian's journal. The truth was out. Even her necklace full of drugs was exposed by the principal. Annette, now driving away in Sebastian's vintage sports car, left Catherine behind, with nothing.